Yo, this is Nomifactory hard mode. I think part 10 or 11, something like this. Today we want to finally do some chemical reaction stuff. So yeah, for this we need a bunch of, first of all we need a pump, right? So ULV pump, maybe 2. And also maybe some aluminum cases, so let's do like 4, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 16 plus 8, so 24. We should have that. It's important to invest in stuff like this. To be right, yeah. And just in my opinion, like we will have to do a lot more stuff, so. But yeah, we need some ULV pumps. We need to do 2 again. Because of this one here. So do we have some bronze? Okay, no we don't. Yeah, we also need some rubber rings. How much more? Okay. Then we need this stuff. Come on. What is this? That's here. Just that we can pump it out. That's kind of the point. All right. Yeah, we also need more copper. Was it like this? Guess so, right? All right, perfect. Yeah, the thing is, we need now the super tanks. I think. Yeah. So that's what we need basically. We need the. And this can hold quite a lot of stuff. So that's why we want to have something like this. And then this. All right, so now we need sulfur and that a bunch, right? So, oops. Sulfur trioxide. No. Dioxide is what? Okay, 2000. So we need like 16 sulfur. With 8 here, that's nice. Do we have 8 more? Should be. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. It's kind of nice about this. And then we just have to plug in here this one. And we also should say, shut the fuck up, please. Yeah, it doesn't produce that much water. That's kind of the problem. But this is actually something that we can do now. In theory, we could just say, okay. But that's faster. Yeah, because we need like one. One stack. Come on, for the biomass at least. Okay, nice. We have some of this. This should all here be done. Perfect. And now we can just put this one here to get sulfuric acid. Here we have not this, and we. We did 32. Okay. Because yeah, now we need we now need to poly it, or should we do? No, should we do co-processing first? That's kind of the question. Hmm. With 48 coal, how much phenol do we get? 3K. This would be like 30 boards, which would mean like 15 machines or so. Kind of. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, what we should also do is kind of a washing machine. Plant. Whatever. Yeah, maybe we should also do some more circuits because we only have like 24 left. Yeah. Yeah, this takes a while. Or should we really do that now? The question is kind of what should we do first? Should we do phenol first, or yeah, let's what, let's do. Let's do let's do coal first. Let's do coal first here. I think a stack should be fine, right? Yeah. Nice. But then let's see how far this has come. Okay. Not very. So then we need biomass. Which is yeah, we need 128 biochaff. So this means we need 128 plant balls. Okay, so how many do we have? 34. Okay. Dude, why am I doing this? Come on. How do we get plant balls, by the way? Mostly through this one here. This is the best recipe. We need a shear. Shear. Let's quickly get some. Let's quickly get some diamond. Yeah, still going. So basically we get like 1 plant ball per 8, so the problem is we should always get also to get this one here. I forgot about this one. We need a crafting table for that and a stick. Do we have any flint? We don't have any flint. Okay. By the way, sticks you can get like this, right? So yeah, I think we just need this one. Yeah, let's get some gravel. Let's get some gravel. Yeah, like 2 crafting tables. Yeah, okay, 4. Should be enough. No. So that we can compress them. That's kind of the important part. Dude, what the frick? Okay, you are done. That's kind of perfect. Let's schedule you in. So now we need a bunch of like for now. And by a bunch of leaves, I mean a bunch of leaves. It's really... but it's the most effective way, unfortunately. And yeah, 2 diamonds for that is also, I think, a good investment. I don't think it really matters what kind of tree you use for the leaves. But yeah. But yeah. Just need to know how many leaves we already got. And maybe also not going from the outside in. That's kind of the important one. Or maybe from the top more. We have like 3 stacks. That's quite nice. And we have 4 now. Alright. Yeah, let's get here some more. But yeah, biochef is kind of the best way on how to get anything bio. And later on, I think we also need them, so... But for that, we did then use sugarcane. Because sugarcane you can also very easily... maybe we need something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, maybe we need to go a little bit more in this direction. I don't know. Yeah, wouldn't be in the water, dude. But why is the tree so high? Okay, I think we can compress our first one. And now we need, I think, like... some more. I think it's only like 4 stacks. No. Come on. It's like... yeah, we should at some point do a magnet. Okay, this is 3. That is 4. Okay, perfect. What we should be able to do now is we should be able to put these guys in here. Yeah, we need this one here for... Is there any oxygen left? No. But there's some liquid rubber left, right? The question is, do we have... No, we don't have 8 phenoboards, right? But 3 should be... 3 should be fine. Yeah, the next one is really the biomass and so on. Yes, so let's do this. Let's maybe also do this. So this is 4 here, right? Not 12. Should be 12. Yeah, maybe also need more copper cables, right? And we also maybe need more glass for silicon dioxide. Go on. But yeah. Okay, we have like 1 stack of biochaff. There should be a second one. Really? Oh, okay. That is kind of weird. Maybe we really need an MV macerator. Okay, whatever. Yeah, the thing is why we need or why we should do these ones right now. Yeah, we need more phenol. That's kind of the point. We can do like 2 more. Because like mixer. Because like mixer and cutting machine is very important if we have this. Because then we can really begin with some stuff. Yeah, we already have like 20. That's nice. And we also should do some more. Maybe let's do the combustion engines first. Why isn't this recipe here? Okay, so we need like 6. 12. That's nice. And now we need, or do we want to wait for these until we have some polyethylene? Yeah, because the problem is I don't think that we have any gallium left, right? Yeah. And I want to have like at least 4. How many are there? But these with polyethylene already give a good ratio, right? Oh, the question is, do I want to do it like this? Nah, the gallium arsenide is too important. Yeah. So something like this. And then something like this, right? Yeah, we get quite a lot of biomass and so on, which is quite nice, I would say. Okay, we can now delete this. Ah, we still had some. Okay. Whatever. This is arsenic dust. 1 stack gives us 4,000 pheno. Yeah. The thing is, or the problem is, we also need steam, right, for that. So then let's get here some steam in. Okay, and this is how we produce our first. Or maybe not. Yeah, this is why we should have done this one. Is it really copper cables there? Yeah, but we should have some, right? But I guess so. Now 6 times 3 is 18, right? Yeah, or we do it the other way around, right? So we do it like this. Yeah, what do we need? Because this one needs like, this needs 100, okay. Then let's do some scheduling because this is more important. Let's get some small gears here in there and then, yeah, I don't know. Wait a second. It has to be done under 1, yeah. All right. That actually fills up here. That is quite nice. And it still takes like 20 seconds. But yeah, polyethylene is kind of the most important, or one of the most important things that we can do. Because then, yeah, we can do a bunch of other stuff. That's kind of the idea, quote unquote. Why is there 10 in there? No. And I left my rotors, right? Dude. Ah, yeah, we need the gears. Oops. We need 6 gears, so 6 times 4 is 24. And then, yeah, I think we can actually... should we? Can we? Oops. Yeah, this guy needs... the question is... how... it's 128 divided by 16 times 4, right? Okay, we need a full... So, we done? Nice. So this guy can continue. Perfect. And now we have 3 combustion engines. Now the point is we need a wire cutter. And you, of course. Well, no wire cutter. Oops. Yeah, now we need like... I need this, right? There's still so much ethanol. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, I just want to get rid of it. So that we can do steam now, finally. Alright. Perfect. Yeah. No. Yeah, we just need 9, right? And unfortunately, we need again. Yeah, we only would need it like 2. But whatever. Save like 1 more. No, it's maybe not. Yeah, the question is now, do we have enough resources for the next kind of marathon that we need to get into? The good thing is now we can do the following. And these guys should produce some. That is nice. Yeah, we need to replace them at some point. Yeah, we need way more oxygen. That's kind of the problem. We need way more oxygen for that. And the problem is kind of oops. I think the best thing is really to do now. How much is it actually? Yeah, 5k. That is quite a lot. Yeah, we need to do the following, right? Get this out of here, this one in here. It actually filled up quite fast. Okay, so what is phenol on? 11, okay. Yeah, it should be quite fast. The thing is, you can and should reuse the stuff here. The diluted sulfuric acid. Yeah, we need no. I actually would say. How many was it? It was only 4, right? Should we already do 2? That is kind of a question. Should we already do 2? The question is for what, right? Because the thing is, we need like at most we need 6, or at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can go back in here. I can go back here. Because okay, let's try. Let's try and do the following. get some more of that stuff ready here. Yeah, the question is, do we have like 11? Yeah, we have 11. But what would be the second one? I don't know. Now we'd like 4 more. Because of the mold. For the large gear one. Yeah, it takes like a minute. It's quite a lot. Yeah, 8K. It's not a lot. But we get some... We get some coke. So in theory, this would mean 30 seconds. 30 seconds steel, but steel we can now do in 5 seconds, unfortunately, with some oxygen, of course. But what we can do with that, that's actually quite nice, I think. Yeah, we can electrolyze this to carbon, right? Because we don't really need it now. Yeah, do you have the mold here? The problem is we want to do... we want to do some rings at least. Okay, maybe something like this. Yeah, all of the polyethylene is now in there. Yeah, we need a bunch of these rings. Should be a stacker, so... what we can do now here is the large pipe, I think. We just need a large pipe, right? Yeah, okay. Which is like this, right? And then we have it. And yeah, and the thing is we need 1 pump. The question is, should we do some more ULV pump, LV pumps? This is kind of the question. Okay, let's get some more copper wire in here. Yeah, maybe let's do like 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 4. 3 times 4 is 12. 6. I don't want to do too much. That's kind of the point. We need 10 cables, right? How many? 8. We also need a... yeah, we need a lathe before we can do that. You're done. Perfect. I need like 4 more. Yeah, let's do like 4 ULV pumps. No, 4 LV pumps. Okay, we need some tin rotors. 4, this should be 16. And then we need bronze fluid pipes. So 4 times 3 is 12. And we have 7. Then you can do this. Right, we need 10 screws. Pipe. Yeah. Still doing that. But yes, fluid solidifier is also kind of important. Yeah, and the thing is with the ME system, in MV you could get an MV system, by the way. So just that you know this. But I think it doesn't really make sense to do that. How much is that? Because yeah, you need way too much stuff, in my opinion, to make it feasible. What I mean by that is, can we distill that in an LV distillery? That is very nice. Yeah, this is where we actually would need the could quickly do this. Okay, so this is how we get one super tank. We would need kind of a second one for maybe for naphtha and yeah, but we don't have enough circuits for that, right? We could do it. It just means that we need 33 more steel, yeah. That's what I thought. Okay, then never mind. Also, I don't think I have enough oxygen left. But yeah, what we can do now in theory is the following. Let's store the ethanol in here. This is enough oxygen. I hope so. So yeah, 1600. And then it's just a matter of I reckon. But we can start it here. Okay, so that's perfect. Wait, what? Only 12k can go in there. Okay, that's crazy. Yeah, the question is really, should we do an MV macerator? Hmm. Yeah. How's this going? I reckon pretty bad, right? Because you need like... you need 56, okay. Yeah, I think it's really... because the idea was kind of to process now a bunch of oxygen. Namely... what is it called? Namely... Ruby. But for that, I think for Ruby... because the thing is, Ruby... It's kind of interesting. You need it later on for Energium. You can't get it. I don't see it any else. But Nether Ruby, we can. This is not important. What is important is this 33% chance of chrome dust here, even if it's like on one with water, and it uses double the. That is kind of the question, right? Because wait a second. Yeah, we have. How much more is it? 400. That's nothing. Okay, let's first do the stuff. And then we can... I think... This should be like really quick, right? Yeah, 5 seconds. That's nice. We have a bunch of... silicon here. Yeah, let's do mixer and then... What can we do? None. That's nice. Yeah, then it's time for... I would say... I hate this so much, by the way. Why is it like this? So this should go through now, right? Yeah, 600. Okay. Yeah, we don't need that much steel. Only 33. So it should be 18, right? Hopefully this is enough. It should be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we have no 2,000. But yeah, these should also be fast. Yeah, the problem is now we need way more oxygen. That is the problem. Oh, wait. Okay, do we have all of the plates now? No. Why not? Yeah, Ruby will give us quite a lot of oxygen. That's kind of the idea. Um, and we can fluid lock this. Okay, so now what do we need to do? We need to... That is kind of the question now. Yeah, we need... We need the mixer and the cutting machine, right? Hmm. Cutting machine, yeah. You need any of this, right? Just need a bronze motor. Yeah, we nonetheless need the phenol boards. Okay, the phenol is here. There should be then 80 boards, right? We need the rubber. The question is, should we use some glue now? What is 80 boards? Not 24 times 3, is it? Let's see. 24 times 3. No, this should be 72, right? So we need a little bit more. Yeah, so we need like 27. It's like 32. Let's see if we have enough rubber for that. The thing is, I also don't want to overdo it in terms of boards. Currently, we don't need the phenol at all. Kind of the point. Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay. So we need to find more rubber trees, right? Yellow garnet, this is useless. Ah, but in the thermocentrifuge, right? This is where we would get some stuff. 33 gallium here is quite nice, I would say. And then you need to electrolyze that into gallium. Okay, never mind. And here, oh no, over there was a swamp. where hopefully there's a lot of rubber trees. So yeah. But if we invest like 4 more circuits, yeah, we also need the normal ones, right? Yeah. This I think will use quite a lot. Okay, we have there should be enough, right? So this is how we get the circuit boards. A question is, should we really code all of them? Huh. Yeah, because we also need normal circuit boards. This is kind of the problem. Normal circuit boards is also something that we need. Fuck. Should have gotten that. Should have set a waypoint. All right, but because the thing is, you want to kind of get really fast into SMD stuff, because they are the cheapest, and this is what we will do for a long time. A lot of the infrastructure will be built on this, especially the ME's infrastructure. This is what I can say already. Like on, I think this micro, this one here. This will be a recipe for a long time. Okay. Because you can really see or very easily see these guys, and I think they also have a higher spawn rate, so something to keep in mind. Yeah, was it really that much that we needed? There isn't. Yeah, we're also heading in the wrong direction. So not the problem here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, is a stack really enough? Stack plus 12. Yeah, let's get like this and then... And maybe this one more. So now we need to Now we can really... Yeah, I think 48. No. Okay, yeah, we need to do it. It's kind of the problem. We need to do it. Okay, so did we do the bronze? Yeah, we did the bronze, right? For this at least, we need to extract it here. Then we can use the rotor for that. Okay, again. Can we do it also here? Ah, no, this is an assembler, right? Never mind. Never mind. This one we could have done in the... in the chemical reactor. Yeah, maybe we get like a general purpose one as well. And yeah, we need more... We not more chalcopyrite, I think, at some point. So this one needs to load. So what do we need now? We need, I think, quite a bunch of stuff now. So one of the first ones is, I think we need, because we're doing 2 stacks, right? 2 stacks divided by 4. So 128 divided by 4. Yeah, so we need like 32 glass now. And for that, I think we need some oxygen. Oops. It should be full now, yeah. Okay, whatever. Okay. Yeah, the problem is we don't have enough silver, I think. And also iron 3 chloride. We need way more chlorine for that. So... Okay, I think these ones are done now. There is so much ethanol left. And we don't have the oxygen for that, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah. How do we get oxygen, dude? how do we get oxygen? Where are my balls? Really here. Ah, we could also process some cobalt. And we have like 14 of these guys left. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Then, yeah, we need how many? 32 times 2, so a stack divided by 8, so 8 steel. And we need a stack of annealed copper wire, which we have. Nice. Bolts, bolts, bolts. Should also be quote unquote decently fast. So 32 divided by 8, I think, right? Yeah, so it's 4. Yeah, maybe faster alloy smelter would also be something. I don't know. And then, oh no. Oh, we need so much red. Yeah, we need to farm more copper. Okay, we need to do that while... Nah, this one is done, right? Okay. But I think a little to the north. Or maybe over there. Here or what? Oh. It's quite deep. Okay. Please no lava. Yeah, we also need to farm, I think, a little bit of silver. Yeah, the thing is we... to have some more space. Is there anything in the ceiling? Yeah, fuck. Of course. Why wouldn't there be, right? I hate it. Okay, yeah, seeding time. This is also kind of an optimization problem. Which block to farm so that you get the most out of it. Can do something like this. Okay, it should be all now here. How many stacks do we have? Yeah, almost 3. All right. Yeah, this is pyrite. Pyrite is, by the way, just iron. So that's the word. Yeah. And as you can see, we can mine like crazy amount of. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this should be enough for right now. I would argue. How are we doing? Okay. That is not good. Yeah, because we should also. All of the stuff back. Yeah, these ones should be done, right? What? Yeah, maybe we should also get like an assembler or something like this. An MV. But I think currently there are more important things to do. Okay, get. That is why we don't do that. Just as a short reminder. We will need it, by the way, so there's no way around it. But it still doesn't really make sense for us now to get that. Yeah, but I think 16 was enough, right? Yeah. Yeah, we quickly should check on oil. Yeah. It's crazy how much we will get. Just from that alone. Like, these oil wells, they are really, they last quite a long time. Huh? Oops. Okay, the only thing that's left really is the resistors, right? Resistors, we need 2 stacks. So 32 carbon. 32 carbon. And then probably, yeah, divided by 8. 16. Okay. Yeah, we just need glue. We have so much glue left here. When this one is done, then we can certainly do that. The question is, should we already... I guess so, right? I hope it doesn't power fail. 4 times... 8 times 32 is... This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it on 2? Hell yeah. So this tower takes 450 seconds. So these are almost done. One more. Okay, let's go. You are also done. Let's get some more copper in here. Yeah, it's now only really about the stuff here. Currently, how many can we do? 5, okay. Then let's do 5. And don't worry about it. Yeah, the thing is we need hydrochloric acid. This is... Because I think there's no... Right. Oops. There is no other way around it. No, you need hydrochloric acid for that. And that is why we also need so much silver, right? This is 1000 air, right? 764 minus 7 is 57, okay. 57. All right, but then we can... begin here, I would say. At least to some degree. All right, so what do we need now? That's kind of the question, right? So, yeah, we need these circuit boards, right? So we need the better diodes. And we need some copper wire, right? Or is it 16? That would be 10, right? Because I think here are 2 diodes left. So we then have to make here 2, right? Oh yeah. Okay, something like this. Yeah, we just need these 2 guys. The cutting machine. That is the rotor actually. Nice. Do we want to finish this one here? This one. So we need something like this, right? Do we have any rubber left? No. There should be this one here, yeah. This will also be quite important. Because, yeah, we will need later on. Okay, this is done. Perfect. Now the question is, we need diodes, right? Okay, so diodes, we need 2, right? So this, and where's my polyethylene? Here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. Okay. 5, 10, and 10. That is, I think, a fair. The question is really, does it power fail? No. Doesn't look like it. First one is almost done. Yeah. Should be fine. Okay, let's wait for that stuff. We did it. Where did we do that? Here. Okay. The thing is, or a question is, yeah, we can do the bus saw like this. Okay, we need some vanadium, right? What kind of vanadium do we need? We need vanadium steel, right? Okay, we need 1 vanadium. That's not much. Should be, I think. Hello. All right, let's wash them. And then we also need some chrome, right? So chrome is kind of easy. We need at least 1 ruby, right? This is where the washing machine, by the way, would come in handy, because there we can do this. Also, on another note, okay, we have 64k of water. Let's get some more. Okay, here what the problem is here. Yeah, we cannot store anything here anymore. How far are you? Almost done again. Okay. Yeah, the thing is we will do now the distilled water. That is kind of the whole idea. Because with distilled water we can then do the washing quicker and it's cheaper in terms of that thing. So yeah, but we need now 7 steel dust as well. Dude, how can you place that behind this? That is crazy. Yeah, maybe we should also do when we want to really go further in terms of in terms of polyethylene production, that we really want to have an MV macerator, because then I think you get actually twice the amount of biochar per per. Holy shit, there's so much sulfur, dude. Okay, we have 1 vanadium. Okay, we have 1 vanadium. Is it empty now? Yes. So now we can do something like this, right? If the water would actually be full at some point. And this is still doing the second one, right? Yeah, holy shit. That will be crazy, I can tell you this. I'm really looking forward to this. Yeah, you know what? Let's do all of our Ruby that we have right now. Yeah, but 3 is I think enough. Because we just need 1 chrome, right? Unos chromius. Hello. And this is something that you should sift. Yeah, what is kind of important for we want to do kind of an ore processing machine as at least. Maybe actually do like 2 washers, or 1 washer and then 2 like a sifter and a thermocentrifuge. Because this would give us then quite the huge boost. We just get red garnet, but whatever. So magnetite, the 2 iron will be important, I can tell you this. No, I don't know. Yeah, we also maybe need some more that. But yeah, I want to do like a lot of Ruby processing. I think it gives us the best amount of hydrogen, aluminium and chrome. Because chrome we need like at least a stack, I would say, or maybe 2 even. Like this is where I would begin doing some stuff. Yeah, because stainless steel, like stainless steel is so important. Really, it's one of, I would actually say it's one of the most important. One of the most important. What is in here? Oh, P. Okay. how are we doing here? We're doing fine here, except for the 5. So yeah, doing all of this would be a great one. Then let's see how far these guys are. Oh, it takes like maybe 1 more minute. Come on, 1 more. Let's go. I believe in you. Thank you. Okay, that is the mixer. Yeah, I don't know where to put it. Oops. Okay, it just needs MV. Still, it's the one. Okay. But we should have a crowbar somewhere laying around, right? I guess. Because technically, we don't need that anymore. We just need to do this one. So now we have freed up a ULV pump. Okay, yeah. Again, we just need some vanadium steel. And should work, yeah. Takes quite a lot of time, but yeah, what can you do? Yeah, we need more naphtha. That is currently the problem. Okay, we have this one. The next one is the cutting machine. And then we should do now the ore washing machine and the thermocentrifuge. So, and sifter. Oh, currently occupied. So yeah. Let's see, what do we need for the sifter? We need this item filters. Okay, yeah. Yeah, 8 is kind of crazy. It's not gonna lie. What do we need all for the cutting machine? For the basso, I mean. Okay, file, cutter, hammer, and okay. This one. No, this is a screwdriver. Fucking file, dude. Right. Thank you. Yeah, but then let's put the things that we really don't need back in here. Yeah. It's time to cut, boys. How much output? Yeah, there's 2 outputs, okay. It only takes like 20 seconds, but now we get the most amount of polyethylene out. That's kind of the point. Second thing is now we need, I would actually do the ore washing machine first. Or ore washing plant first. So we need 1 glass. Blech. Dude, why a screwdriver here? And this one. Okay, 2 cables on the bottom. Now that's late. And yeah, then we need more circuits. 6, right? Six. But the problem is we don't have any iron 3 chloride. So we need now iron 3 chloride. And for that we need like at least 3000 chlorine gas. Okay, so this means we need to get some salt. Nowhere around it. We need to do some salt processing, unfortunately. Or not unfortunately, but kind of forced. Ah. I know now where the oil is. But as you can see, there's so much still left. That's crazy. Yeah, so rock salt is, I would say, the best way early game to get chlorine. And it's really the second best. Yeah, I think a stack of rock salt should be enough for now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this should fill up here again. This takes really a long time. Yeah, maybe we should actually get a second distillery just for the distilled water. What is this? Thermal cloth. Unprepared spacer. pressure layer, black steel. You could actually, you can actually go to the moon, which we might actually do. I don't know. Oh. Okay, let's see if we can get rid of the remaining cutting. Yeah. Oh, it's actually 2 stacks. Holy shit. 2 stacks is crazy. But yeah, 4 or 1 gives 16. Then it should give 2 stacks. So iron 3 chloride. Yeah, we need the chlorine now. Fucking hell. Why is the second one still in here? Yeah, we need to proceed like this. Let's see how much we get here. Okay, not that much. Yeah, with so much wood. This is 31, so 19. Yeah, we need to. But we can do it twice. It's kind of the idea. Because 19 should be, I think, 7, right? Yeah. This one here. All right. Yeah, let's do. Because diodes are now basically this recipe here, the last one. Yeah, I would say we. How many do we get from 4? Then we can put that in. Yeah, I think like 8. Make some diodes. Diodes. All right, that is quite good. Now we need iron 3 chloride. The thing is, borax. There's some oxygen in there. No, we don't need it. We don't need it. We don't need it, unfortunately. But we need chlorine. This one. can already do that. So yeah. Because we need more. So, yeah, the problem is now the iron 3 chloride, right? Yeah, that's a shame. So this can process here. With a better pump, by the way, we could get more or could get it faster, but yeah, you know what? Let's take like one out because we have the other two are over here. Yeah, we might need more. Let's get like a stack of iron dust. We need it. Yeah, it's under one. Okay. Okay. But we can also do it like this, right? Hmm. Yeah, you know what? Like oxygen up the. And yeah, we get a bunch of potassium here. 32. That's quite nice. But we need like, yeah. Wait, don't have any copper cables anymore. What is this? Yeah, you know what? Then let's have it like this. By the way, with polyethylene, we can now save, I think, on, not I think, we can save on one. We can save on one aluminium per. What is it called? Per machine casing. What? Yeah. And also to wrought iron, by the way. So. But now we have here a good setup that should also be fluid locked. Already have two. Nice. Wait. So, ore washing plant. Forgot about them. Oh no. But yeah, I want to have now the ore processing kind of ready. So that we can then hopefully what is it? 2 cables, right? Oops. Have the thermal centrifuge first. Dude, everything is full. Why 8? Yeah, we need to place them over here. Liquid bronze, nice. So we have then an ore washing plant and... Oops. And now at last we need a sifter, right? But the question is, do we want to sift through the ruby? Fuck. Maybe have it over here, I guess. Dude, it's still going. 15k water left. Okay, sifter. No, that's the lathe. No. Okay, we need like 2, so 6. Okay, perfect. Small gear. So how much chlorine do we have? 127k. That is nice. That's not what I wanted. Where is it? Oh, here. Like this, right? Yeah, let's actually use some of the polyethylene. I don't mind that much, to be honest, because we can just redo it, especially after we have, or when we have the sifter and the ruby. The question is, do we actually get more out? Like when we do ruby? Just get red garnet. This one doesn't care. It doesn't matter. This one is way more important. Okay, so we need to have kind of the sifter ready. Okay, that's easy. I remembered that I have... I added this wasted quite a bunch of our polyethylene now. But whatever. I don't mind that. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I would say we do that a little bit independently of each other, right? So we need like, can we do the conveyor? Yeah, we need these LED cables, right? But we have like one left, right? There should be a use for that. Okay. Yeah, then let's do like, this is battery alloy. That's bad. Also, then we should do it a little bit different. Switch that up because this guy needs from, or no. Switch it really up. Because this guy needs the water, of course. We can, no, we don't have it. Okay, how much bronze do we have left? Okay, 2. So let's do the ULV motors. And then we need some LED cables, right? But LED, do we have that here? Yeah. Dude, it's still going. Holy smokes. Yeah, then we need... should be then 12, right? But yeah, we will get aluminium. Okay, motors. Where's my LED? Hey, yeah, let's do... Never mind that. Yeah, the question is, should we do the assembler first now? Do we need anything for these ones? No. Okay, nice. Oops. Nah, this is 3, right? Yeah, it's 3. Fuck. 24 more. This one here. Okay, so you are done. Perfect. I wanted to get the ULV pump here. Nice. And shut up, please. Dude, it's so much oil. Yeah, we should have this. But yeah, we can. So yeah, pretty easy, I would say. Then if we have the last one here, then we can really continue. And then we will just farm for like, I don't know how many stacks. 3 or 4 of ruby. And then we can process this through here. And we're almost done. Dude. What's working there? Nothing. Oh no. This one. And yeah, then we should get quite a bunch of aluminium. So if you count that here, also in terms of chrome, so here this is 1 ruby with 25% chance. So you get 0.25 times 5. No, 0.25 plus, and this is like 0.05 times 4 plus 0.15 times 2 plus, and then this is should be here 0.5. So this is around 1.25 ruby you get out. And yeah, you could, in theory, think about because here you get like if you do this, you get some more chrome, right? Also higher with chance. But I think we should hell yeah. Okay, we need ruby now. This is all netherrack. Where's the ruby dude? Oh, fucking hell. Dude, why is it so fast? Dude, where's the ruby? I don't see it. With a cinnabar. Shouldn't be one layer up. Dude. Cinnabar. Dude, here should be ruby. What is this? What? I don't get it. Do we have to go one below? With cinnabar redstone. Wait, this is also cinnabar. Okay, there is ruby. Just need to find it. And also some silver, by the way. But at some point we also want to, or we want to do miners then as well. And kind of the thing is like roundabout a miner per dimension. So then we have like, dude, oh my god, dude, what is this? I didn't want to die this playthrough, by the way. But yeah, guess not. Oh. Oh my god. Freaking hell. Oops. Okay, ruby. That is why you let a miner do that. But whatever. Okay, that is actually, I would say, a good amount, right? And now it's time to test out the stuff. How good it is. But yeah, we also need to do emerald, by the way. So, I just have to also, because we need flawless emeralds and we need purified emerald for that. But yeah, this is something that we can do right now, I would say. There should be way more. Yeah. It's actually quite the amount that you get from like some. Oh yeah. Our fluids. There should be some more, but we can already begin, I would say. So, aluminium crate. Yeah, this one, please. We will get a lot of stone dust, which is kind of useless, I don't know. And the question is, should we actually... should we... Should we do the infinite oxygen? Okay, let's go back into the nether. And search for some emeralds. Ah. Hold on. Yeah, it's correct. Hello? Dude. Okay, is it? I think it's down, right? This is nether quartz, okay. Nah. Only 35 blocks, it's nothing. No, it's actually quite far. But yeah, the emeralds is not that important, I would say. Yeah, dude, you get so much. Hello? So this is where you get some emerald. Dude. Freaking hate it. Yeah, I think like a stack or so. A stack or so of emerald is okay. Or is, I would say more we don't need really. But yeah, here's kind of the vein is beryllium, thorium, emerald. That's kind of the vein. I don't know why it is like this, but apparently Mr. Gregorius T said no, I don't know. But it's interesting the what you can find in a vein. It's quite different. Like quite diverse. Okay, see you netherrack. The magma blocks, yeah, we can use them. Set home emerald and then let's go back. Thorium, yeah, whatever. And we also need like 16 or so. How's this going here? Oh, quite good. And we have already like 24 chrome, which is crazy. Okay, the question is now, what else do we want to process? Basically, what do we need? Lithium here, cesium. Yeah, it's quite a bunch of, but no. Actually, we can do almandine, right? Dude, what the hell? Oh, this was 2. Fuck. Whatever. Yeah, almandine is quite important, I reckon. Garnet sand, not so, right? Cobalt, cinnabar, gold, no, galena. Some stuff with oxygen, this would be kind of the best one right now. This would give us additional sulfur, tricalcium phosphide. No. Asphalerite or gallium, right? Yeah. Should we process maybe some solar light as well? This is aluminium chlorine now. Get a lot of ruby that way anyway. Calcium, silicon. Okay. Why is... Okay. We still have some Realga left. Full as Earth? Yeah, this could be actually something for the hydrogen, but... Hydrogen, oxygen, I don't know. Graphite, gold, Realga. Yeah, lapis? Yeah, we get some lazurite, right? Then we sift through that. Yeah, you shouldn't electrolyze this, by the way. Yeah. The thing is, we mostly need now, I would say, gallium. Gallium and oxygen and hydrogen. That's actually the, I would say, the more important part. Huh. So yeah, good luck with that. But we're almost done with. And we already get like 38 chrome, that's crazy good. But these ones we can put into, this is a sifter, right? Yeah. Now we get the good stuff. But yeah, sphalerite. Yeah, we could do that. Okay, almandine we have. Dude, already done. Yeah, the question is, should we schedule now some stuff? That's kind of the question. As you can see, we get because we need an we also need assembler. No, sampling. This one. This needs quite some silver, something that we could do. Yeah. All right. Silver is actually something that we really need. The problem is we don't have any. Like we could get some. We could get some mercury. Or is it really this one? Okay, we really get like only one out. That's a little bit low. Because then we could just smelt it, right? Okay, let's quickly. With 22. Yeah, we can't put anything in here anymore. That's the problem. We need to process some of that stuff. Beryllium doesn't also bring us anything right now. Emerald dust, which is like whatever. We also need to increase our storage, man. Yeah, 22 silver is like, it's 44. It's not much. It is not much. This doesn't increase right now. Yeah, we need to do more. Or is it actually... No, the vein, where does it continue? It continues to the west. So here. Yeah, maybe we get some. I think, wasn't Mika really good? Fluorine, yeah, no. Yeah, let me make this. Okay, that's no way better, I think. Yeah, we still have way too much galena and so on. But yeah, galena processing later on is really important because we need it for indium. Indium is an important, or I don't want to say recipe, but okay. We have now 1.5 stacks. No, not 1.5, but at least 1 stack of silver. Yeah, I know. Really, should we just process this one? Because it really gives just silver, right? Yeah. Process this. Yeah, you can also do this. This. Okay, let's do some priority scheduling here. All right, yeah, this takes quite some power, like at least one of these guys. So as you can see, this takes quite a while. But yeah, I don't know what to do in the meantime. Actually, we need more sphalerite, that's for sure. We need more sphalerite, that's for sure, but we also need hydrogen now. How do we get hydrogen, dude? Do we want to actually set up the... Yeah, like full as earth gives us 1,000. Let's tune. Isoprene. What about wood tar, by the way? Because wood tar we can easily do. That's not a problem. And then we can distill that into benzene, right? This gives 1010k. 6k, right? Yeah, so I think dimethylbenzene would be actually better. $10k hydrogen, yeah. How many? How much? We would get 3,500, right? So 3,000. 3 times 200 would be 600. So we need at least twice. So it reflects 7,000, I think, yeah. Oh, we just do it like this. On what? It takes 43 seconds. So yeah, wood tar, by the way, is a way to do energy, continuous energy. By the way. Okay, the railgun should be done, all right. Yeah. So we have more than one now. So this is one. And these should be here. This goes into centrifuge. All right. Yeah, the sulfur, you know. I don't really need this. Yeah, maybe we really need a second ore washing machine. Or 120, dude. Dude, look at this, how much chrome we actually got. And the second thing is then kind of manganese. Because the point is we are quite done with MV now. Like the only really thing that's missing is then the MV energy hedge. And then the MV circuit assembler. So what we also need is an atomic reconstructor. So this one, yeah. But yeah, now it's all processing time, I would say. Kind of. So, yeah. Yeah, some of them are really great. Like, so you can basically look up what recipes there is. Should be 36. So one of them is gravel, like gravel and flint, which you could do if you wanted to, but it doesn't really matter. Lazurite is pretty important. Opal, I don't really know where you get it or you could get it, but you can do it. Pyrope is also good. Malachite, this is actually just some copper, so there's nothing crazy going on. Some of the recipes you should do, some of the recipes you need to do. I can point out a little bit what recipes you need to do. So you can mostly of them are can. So if I don't say anything, you can use them, or you should use them, better said. Nether quartz you actually need to, because you need nether quartz like this. Dulisit, no. Coal you also need it. What I'm talking about this is this one here, and then later this one. Grossola, yeah, no, nobody cares. A diamond as well, so you need to get some diamond. Red garnet, spessartine, no. Apatite you need for the power. Amethyst, nobody cares. Ruby you also need to do it like this, because you need to get energium. This is for later then. Topaz you can. Yellow garnet, rock salt, who cares? A quartzite is also something you should be doing. And emerald as well. Rega, you don't really need to. Sapphire you also need to do. And this is where I would really use the sapphire and store them. Monazite is, yeah, it's really good for raw earth. Almandine as well, so you need it for the power. Laurite, nobody cares. Lapis, somebody cares, because you need it for lapis. Solar light, and then Cetus quartz as well. The last one is blue topaz. Yeah, the last one, this one here you can use. This one here is, I don't know how you should optimize this or how you should use that. If you really need kind of a splitter, because you can do rich palladium ammonia, palladium rich ammonia. So you need chlorine and ammonia, right? And some this metallic palladium powder, but you only get that from here, from crude residue. So I don't get it. So you need to put this one through the sifter, get this one out, and then put these guys in, right? But you also need this one. So you need a splitter, I think. But yeah, whatever. Okay, how's the sulfur doing? Sulfur's doing great, I would say. And Ruby, we're almost done. And we didn't even get all of the... These are just the byproducts, by the way. So we had almost... So we have 1.5 stacks chrome just by byproduct. This is the power of numbers, dude. Okay, how much naphtha do we have? 217 only? It's a little bit low. But yeah. The almandine will be quite the big one. Because yeah, almandine gives us quite a lot of oxygen as well here. Okay, how are we doing with... God damn it. Yeah, 6,000 wood tar is a little bit low. That's what I want to see. Ah. So yeah, we get now quite some wood tar. And yeah, the wood tar is... What? Yeah, we still have like 800 left. Yeah, the almandine is also... You would actually get... But yeah, we're mostly interested in this one because you also get some iron dust there. And yeah, we also should do... Like, this is the bare minimum right now that we need to do. Even this one here is not that necessary, like the ore washing machine and the thermocentrifuge. Also, you need only one chemical reactor. But kind of the... Oops. Yeah, just... but kind of the idea is we want to progress a little bit quicker through MV. But I think currently we have a good ratio of energy levels per episode. Yeah, sometimes I don't have that much time to record, so the episodes are a little bit shorter, so that then we don't get that much progress, or I don't have that much progress. But yeah, we also need to... The question is really, I think we need the lathe first, right? Yeah. But we need to wait on this one right now. That's kind of the problem. So that we... Do we really need to do that? Yeah, no. Get out of there. We really don't need to do that. We need to put them through the sifter, yeah. That's a different question. But yeah, later on... Oops. You're not purified, right? You and you. Like, currently we want to be a little bit conservative with distilled water. Because we don't have the most. I would get a little beryllium. This sphalerite is actually the important one because there we get also no. Oh, it's a thermocentrifuging. Thermocentrifuging that. But yeah, then come on, dude, what the hell? What do we get by? Yeah, it's really the yellow garnet. Who cares about that? To increase here a little bit the speed. Also, these guys, right? We just get beryllium. Who cares about beryllium, dude? Oh no. Oh. Yeah, the sifter will have now as a queue. Okay. But yeah, still we need to do then the whole 9 yards again. So we need to. No, how far is this one here? Oh, still going. Basically, we need to get MV energy hatches. This is where we need the MV assembler, by the way. And then yeah, we need to do a lot of the combustion engines. So yeah, important. What you always want to do is you always want to overclock these guys. They always should have two energy hatches at the minimum. So yeah, that you don't have any problem with. Could do like 4 more. Yeah, dude, it takes so long. Yeah, maybe we maybe we priority queue that a little bit. Because yeah, the flawless emeralds are more important. Okay. Nice. I lost all of my levels, by the way. Nice. That's great. Yeah, so we have our flawless emeralds. So, just to show you this a little bit where we are currently at. Yeah, farming. That's one thing. But basically, we have done chrome. We need to do then this stuff here and meteorite hunting and so on. The MV extruder, we have that. Next thing kind of is then, yeah, the second tier 1 circuits. I don't know why you would. Yeah, you need hydrofluoric acid, yeah, then for later. Advanced stone processing. Nobody cares. Yeah. Yeah, this is also not correct anymore. You get like 11% chance. So yeah. But yeah, we are currently then around here. So we are pretty or a little bit short of HV. Where's actually this is the LV assembler. This is the LV circuit assembler. There's no recipe for an MV circuit assembler. Or am I tripping? I'm tripping, I think. Could be. But yeah, multi-smelter will also be something. Here, no. MV circuit assembler. Because for this stuff, this will be quite interesting. Because we need Kanthal. This is one of the next things that we need in terms of resources. And yeah, Kanthal is or can be a little bit of a problem. But yeah, let's quickly wait for them real quick, and then I think we are done. These one crates would need a small lithium battery, right? And now we actually could do them, right? So we could do a magnet if we wanted to. Just like 4 magnetic steroids. Yeah, there's also these fluxomagnets, but I don't know how to charge them. Yeah, I think you need to charge them in a wire charger, and we cannot do that right now. That is kind of the problem, and I think there's only 2 magnets, right? So an LV and an HV. There's no MV. I'm so bad at this. I'm really bad at this. Holy shit. What the hell? But yeah, also the electromagnets, they don't really, in my opinion, they really aren't that good. You get like a 10% chance for nuggets and so on. Like Bestnosite could be interesting for neodymium. And also maybe monazite. But yeah, maybe Naquata. One rich Naquata. Or is there a way how to get it? There should be a way in. Yeah. 2 to 40. 200 for 40, okay. Let's usually I place them in here. This is oxygen, this is some other weird stuff. Yeah, the problem is now. Oh. But 20k. Yeah, 24, we can actually do quite some stuff. Like quite some hydrochloric acid and then iron 3 chloride. So yeah. But I think we will do something, doesn't it? I don't really care. And also this one. And this one. Could have gotten more, but whatever. But yeah, I would say we need to wait now for this stuff here. Especially the flawless emeralds. And then we can continue, yeah. So see you guys next episode and bye-bye.